we are, the tower in disarray, the circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse. I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you.
Well, let's not get carried away. The Blight drove me here to seek aid.
The least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive this, only to be overcome by the Blight.
Indeed. So, does that mean I have your word?
You have my word. As First Enchanter, the Circle will join the Grey Wardens in the fight.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
Wynne, we need you here. The Circle needs you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This man is brave and good, and capable of great things. If he will accept my help, I will help him accomplish his goals.
Oh, well, I would be honored to have you join me, Wynne.
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden, but know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host.
Alright. One last thing, though. Can the Circle go to Redcliffe to save a possessed child?
The child is possessed, but killing the demon would mean killing the... Unless you intend to enter the Fade.
Yes.
Yes, it can be done with a group of mages. I shall gather what mages I can, and we shall leave promptly. A life is at stake.
Oh, it's you! You saved the Circle. I'd kiss your feet if you didn't look as though you'd kill me if I did that.
Oh.
You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh?
No, that's quite alright.
Suppose we feel the same way then. Might not seem like much coming from me, but I appreciate what you've done for us.
Oh, well... you're welcome.
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards. An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Is that so? Did you perchance sell a few copies in the Circle Tower?
I have no idea what you're talking about, and neither do these large men carrying swords. Get them!
Well...
Going.
Not the best idea, Baldy. You're going to regret that.
And I'm off.
Ah. There we are.
There you are. We have
Hello.
brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
Alright, very good. So, only one person can go through.
Yes, we haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
I see. Do you have any last-minute advice?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
Indeed. Alright, let's do this now.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Very well. I assume you are going into the Fade. Or did you have someone else in mind?
No. No, I will go.
Good. Let us get the ritual underway, then.
Alright. Alright. Where...
Connor?
Oh.
I can hear you. I'm coming. Is anyone out there? Hello?
Father!
what?
Where are you?
Uh...
I don't understand. It's so
Oh.
cold.
Hello?
You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
Hello? Do you know where you are, sir?
Of course I do. I am, well, the castle is... It's difficult to remember. Connor calls for me, and I run to find him, yet... Always he eludes me. Where is Isolde? Why am I here?
Don't worry, I will find a way to save you.
Then leave me to find my son. Connor! Where are you? Speak to me, lad!
Oh dear, well, he won't be in much help anytime soon. Let's find another way to break the demon's curse on our Lehman. I just don't know how. I need to find the source. I must find the...
Who are you?
Oh.
Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
No, I did not make your father sick.
How do I know that? You could be a liar. You could be a demon.
And you could be a guardian of this realm, meant to confuse.
Fool! You won't get near her. I won't let you.
Aha! Connor? Take it easy now, lad. Oh. Connor. My, you have grown.
Going.
Take that, foul creature.
Why do you keep hurting me?
Oh.
Why are you trying to stop me?
You again. Be gone, demon, and impede me no further.
You will not find what you seek. Turn back, now!
Let us be more civilized about this, shall we? We did not fight.
I will not speak with you! Trespasser! I will drive you out!
Oh. If that is your wish, then so be it.
And I'm off.
You'll pay for that!
I don't think I will.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Because you interfere where you should not, demon.
Connor invited her to come. and they struck a bargain. She has every right to do as she wishes. No, it is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Oh. Ah, dear. Here we go again. Little mind blast here and there. Get out of here. Ow.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
Alright, as I said before, I am willing to talk.
Ah, good. I prefer reasonable negotiation whenever possible. Your goal is for me to release the boy's soul. Is that right?
Yes, correct.
What if you could persuade me to leave voluntarily? No fuss, no bloodshed.
And why would you do such a thing?
So you will at least consider it? Let
Perhaps.
me make a proposition, then. I abandon the boy. For now. But I retain the contract he and I made. And many years from now, I may return and claim what is mine. This will be long after whatever you want is done. In exchange, I will provide something of value to you. Something you desire. What say you?
So you leave and come back when nobody expects it.
I have had my fun in the living world. If I leave, you could tell anyone you've slain me. Even the boy himself would believe it. He will grow and become a mage, mighty and wise. But when I return, his soul would be mine.
You cannot seriously expect me to agree to that.
We both benefit. Is that not fair? Would you suggest something else?
How about you leave and I do not destroy you?
I see. Though you are alone in my domain, I do not doubt your power. I am not one for taking risks. Have it your way. I relinquish my hold on the boy, if you allow me to leave, unhindered. I can offer nothing better.
On the contrary, I believe you can offer more.
I see. Name your price, then.
I will take pleasure, demon. Show me what you've got.
Very well. You force my hand, but you shall have it. Before I flee, let me show you what it means to touch the face of desire, creature. It is something you shall not soon forget.
Go on.
So it is over.
Indeed.
Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he can be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
Well, I don't think it's your decision to make.
What do you mean? He is responsible for many of the problems here, and is a Maleficar as well.
Exactly. He is the Circle of Magi's responsibility.
Perhaps you are correct. But that is Eamon's decision, not mine. I'm sorry. Jowan stays in the dungeon for now. But our task is not done yet.
All right.
Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
The urn? Isn't there some other way to heal him? What about magic?
It has been tried, and we will continue trying. Perhaps the demon's absence will make a difference. However, the relic is another option.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi. He has been studying the inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered the location of the urn of sacred ashes itself. They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
I see. Alright. And what will you be doing in the meantime?
I must organize Eamon's knights as they return, draft new soldiers, and prepare the army to fight. I shall hand Redcliffe back to Eamon when he awakens, and in a state where it can be of some use in the coming war. Truly, what other choice do I have?
Alright. I suppose I will see if I can find this relic.
No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
Alright. Yes, you too. Farewell.
You're the one who saved me.
Yes, that is me.
Then, thank you. Father always said to remember to thank people who do nice things for you. I hope Father gets better soon. He will, won't he?
Yes, of course.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
Alright. What's on your mind?
I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Arl that much.
Right, well, if we can stop the blight, we'll save much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
No. I don't think so, no.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome.
Are you alright?
Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken.
No, you are in fact no spring chicken. You're a person.
Very funny. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done.
I'm sure you'll be kicking around for years yet.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't.
Oh.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Why did you keep your birthright secret?
You never asked?
Did you not trust me? I thought we were friends.
We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you... I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
Oh, I don't know. By the way, I'm heir to the throne?
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Really? You don't want to be king? Well, why not?
Hello? Have you met me? I'm no leader of men. I don't want to be the person sitting on the throne and making decisions that affect the lives of others. It just isn't me. I guess I should be thankful that Arl is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Oh, I hope he's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
Don't worry about it, Alistair. No harm done.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
All right.
Have you encountered many abominations, apart from the ones in the Circle Tower?
Well, there was Connor.
Ah, yes, Connor, of course. The first time I saw an abomination, my blood turned to ice. It was months before the nightmares stopped. It was the knowledge that I could easily become one of them that frightened me the most.
But it is this knowledge that drives you to be cautious.
One slip. All it takes is one slip, and everything you are is simply gone. Replaced by madness. And there is no turning back. Or at least that's what they say.
You have doubts, Wynne.
Of late, I have begun to wonder if there is any way an abomination can be cured. Or if a mage could be so possessed and still retain their sanity. Their humanity.
If one retains one's humanity, one is not an abomination.
Yes. It is madness and cruelty that define abominations. If those are lacking, if the mage remembers the person they truly are, then they are not an abomination. I never saw that. Thank you for showing me another way of looking at it.
Of course.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
So, Alistair, if you were raised in the Chantry, have you never...
Never what? Had a good pair of shoes?
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter?
Now you're making fun of me.
Make fun of my comrade in arms? Perish the thought. Well, you tell me, have you ever licked a lamppost in winter?
That's not what I meant, and you know it.
Oh, so that's what we're talking about. Well, if you really want to know, you tell me first.
Well... technically, no.
I myself have also never done it. That. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course, but...
Of course.
You know.
You've never had the opportunity.
Well, living in the Chantry is it's not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They raised me to be a gentleman. That's not so bad, is it?
Well, exactly, that's... Excuse me, I choked on my coffee there. It's exactly what I mean, as the... I was raised in the circle, and so even I didn't have a chance to, you know, get it on. So not really, no.
I've no urge to rush into anything. We may not even survive what is to come, after all. Enough. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's go.
All right.
Irving told me about how you became a Grey Warden, and that unpleasant incident that occurred prior to your departure from the Circle.
Yes, Still can't believe Joan was that stupid.
Stupid or desperate or just curious. He's not the first. He won't be the last. But that aside, you're a Grey Warden now, and perhaps I presume too much by saying this, but the Circle is proud of you.
I'm grateful that I can use my gift for something good.
You are a true child of the Circle. Raw power tempered with learning, wisdom, and the desire to serve others. Sometimes it gives me comfort to think that everything will end up the way it's supposed to. That it will be all right. You were chosen. You survived the joining when others did not. Perhaps it was meant to be.
Perhaps. Alistair, so... what changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
Well, I mean, you've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
So he wouldn't tell you?
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last. My face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
Oh, well, I haven't felt anything like that.
Really? I saw you eating dinner the other day. Savage.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, yes, classy camaraderie of two men travelling out in the open. I take it you were like this before the joining, then. Oh, and then...
perhaps.
There were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their... well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
I've had some strange dreams.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well,
What
in
part?
addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live. Give or take. The taint. It's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
So I'm going to die.
We're all going to die.
Uh,
When Duncan told me, I was angry. He put his hand on my shoulder and said this. It's not how you die that's important. It's how you live. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. And there you have it.
Seems a very high price to pay.
I suppose it is. We're the only ones who can stop the Blight, however. Is there a price too high to pay for that? You know, Duncan... He started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
He will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the Blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Right.